25 Sports presents Boston Red Sox baseball. Tonight at Fenway Park, game one of a three-game series between the Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm Sean McDonough, delighted to have you with us as the Red Sox begin their final series of this season. The Red Sox, a couple of days ago in Chicago, mathematically eliminated from playoff contention for this season, but there's still plenty to keep an eye on around the ballpark this weekend, including the race for the American League batting title, which is being led at the moment by the Red Sox' Manny Ramirez. He heads into action tonight with a 4-point edge over the Royals' Mike Sweeney. Sweeney will be taking on the Cleveland Indians, and they'll be starting the left-hander C.C. Sabathia tonight. I'm joined, as always, by Jerry Remy. Jerry, a day off for Manny and many of the Red Sox regulars yesterday, but he's been red hot as he makes the run at the batting title.
He has, and he certainly has the upper hand. He's got the 3-point lead right now, plus the fact he's playing Tampa Bay, we said very well against this season, a .333 average against the Tampa Bay Devil Rays this season against that ball club. So he has the advantage. The other thing, too, is the Red Sox aren't playing anything for right now, so if he gets an 0 for 2, he comes right out of the game. Grady Little will be watching that very closely. I think they're going to make sure that Manny wins his batting title.
Manny has hit safely in each of his last 11 games. The starting pitching matchup tonight is brought to you by Lexus, pursuing perfection. For Tampa Bay, it'll be Paul Wilson with a record of 6-11, 0-3 with an ERA of more than 5.5 this year against the Red Sox. He'll be opposed by John Burkett, 2-0 against Tampa Bay this season, and he's coming off a terrific performance in his last outing against Baltimore. First pitch from Fenway Park, right after this. Your friendly New England Dodge dealers. Grab life by the horns. Go Dodge. Buy Bud Light for the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down. Make it a Bud Light. By your local New England Ford dealer for the best selection of cars, trucks. Send him in, Kim.
It was funny watching Wendell because, and it's, you know, I'm not trying to get on him, but I mean, he'd have a guy thrown at home plate at Fenway, and of course the crowd can really get on those third base coach down there. And the next guy that come around, like the arm didn't want to move. I'm not sure which way to. That makes it tough for a base runner.
You decide.
Yeah.
Figure it out yourself. I'm not going to stop you or wave you in. Agbayani struck out his first time up. He's in an 0-2 hole. Hits that in the air, pretty well struck in right center. Rolls on the edge of the warning track to make the catch. Ramirez tags and goes to third. Daubach back to first with one out.
Good out by Agbayani, going to the opposite field and deep enough to get that man at third base with less than two. Productive out. If there is such a thing, that's a productive out right there. Advance a base runner.
Red Sox really haven't done enough of that this year.
The catcher, Doug Mirabelli.
Here's Doug Mirabelli. He doubled to right to drive in the Red Sox run in the second. Another good RBI opportunity here. With runners at the corners, the Tampa Bay infield back at double play depth. The outfield plays him to pull with the exception of Rolls. And straightaway in right, so some room in right center for Mirabelli. One run, 4 hits for the Red Sox. 1 run, 2 hits and an error for Tampa Bay. Victor Zambrano's pitch, chopped down to third. Sandberg, Abernathy. That's about as easy as it gets. 5-4-3. The Red Sox threaten but do not score. After 4, the Red Sox and Devil Rays are tied at 1 on the Fox 25 Red Sox television network.
Excuse me, that ATM just ate my card, and I have to be on a plane in an hour.
Let me see what I can do. Miss?
Yes.
Just must have gotten a little jam.
Okay.
Your car should be coming right out.
Oh, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Have a nice trip.
I'd like to make a transfer, please. Hello?
Come on! We don't be late for the game. Let's go!
With a convenient third-row seat in the Ford Explorer, picking up your 7 buddies for Sunday's game just got easier, even if they are a little out of the way. And with an independent rear suspension, it offers a smoother ride and better handling.
We need snacks.
Now get 0% financing for 60 months on the all-new Ford Explorer, the preferred SUV of Patriot fans all across New England.
Hey, guys, where's Jack? Guys? Oh, very funny, guys!
With the AT&T Any Hour International Savings Plan, people all over the world are overcoming shyness and feeling like they're right next door. With our great low fee, just $2.95 a month, and great rates from home to over 200 countries, you can make keep in touch more than just something you say. Without hidden charges or extra numbers to dial, you can enroll right now. Call 1-800-523-WORLD.
1-1 the score as we go to the 5th here at Fenway Park. Second to last game of the season for the Red Sox. Disappointing season as a team, certainly for the Red Sox, but a number of individual players have had outstanding seasons and will be candidates for the prestigious postseason honors, including Derek Lowe. Seems that just about everybody agrees that the Cy Young Award race in the American League is between 3 men: Barry Zito, Pedro Martinez, and Derek Lowe. And it's a very difficult choice. We've been talking about that for weeks now. Not a lot to differentiate there. I think when you keep looking at numbers, the more you go down the various categories, the more you're impressed by what Pedro Martinez has done.
Yes, I thought we were going to disagree on this one, but I think we're both on the same page. And this has been very, very difficult for me because it's 2 guys on the same team that I think is going to win it. And my vote is going for Pedro.
That's good, because I thought you were voting for that woman in the 3rd row behind home plate. Escalona out on the fly ball to right. Go ahead, try again.
I'm going to take Pedro, and that's after long deliberation. But the 4, the 2.26, this, and also the strikeout numbers.
League leading, 239 strikeouts. I think he's the winner.
What happens if they split the vote and then this man here walks in?
I think that would be a travesty because I think he is the 3rd most deserving guy. And not that he hasn't had a tremendous year, because Barry Zito certainly has. But I think you can make a stronger case for either of the Red Sox pitchers.
And great personal stories between both those Red Sox pitchers. You know, Martinez coming off the uncertainty of his arm, and Derek Lowe, after a disastrous season, coming back as a starting pitcher and putting up the type of numbers that he has put up. I mean, 2 really, really good stories. And it was actually didn't make the decision until yesterday.
On the ground, down to first. Daubach wins the race to the base with rolls. 2 outs. Now, see, that'll carry a lot of weight in the voting, too, because as in the political races, when people are always looking for key endorsements, candidates looking for that key endorsement from another politician or from a newspaper, it's the same thing with this Cy Young race. I think they've all been looking for the Remy seal of approval.
Usually those guys sit on a panel, like on a news show, and they refer to them, you know, and yeah, that's pretty important. But you know, it's hard. I mean, it's been difficult because I've watched what he has done all season long, what Pedro has done all season long, but the numbers for Pedro are just those are Cy Young.
Yeah.
I mean,
actually, all 3 of them are.
They really are. They really are.
Year, you know, any of them might have won it with room to spare.
Right. And they pushed each other all season long. I think Lowe was great for Pedro because he had somebody else he was kind of in some kind of competition with on his own team, and that's always good for a team. You pitch a great game, I'm going to go pitch one a little better than you did. And 2 completely different styles, the strikeout pitcher, the sinker ball pitcher.
Well, they were both terrific virtually every time out. The problem was the rest of the pitching. The other 3 starters after the 2 of them. Of course, lately Wakefield's been great the last couple of months. Burkett was very solid at the beginning. The 4th and 5th starters always seem to be in flux. The bullpen bad a lot of the year. Crawford slapped one down the 3rd base line into the left field corner. Agbayani over to play it, but it's a double with 2 outs for Crawford.
So the other thing, Sean, I mean, this doesn't come into consideration, obviously, but when you have 2 people are so close, you know, as a former player and as a hitter, you don't want to face Pedro. I mean, when you look at the pitching matchups for that series, you hope that his name is not on that list because that's a very uncomfortable day. A little bit different with Lowe because you know you're going to make contact. You know, you got a chance anyway. Not that that has anything to do at all with the voting. As I said, 2 different styles. But Martinez, to me, is still the most dominant pitcher in this league. And he's a guy that players don't want to face, like Randy Johnson and Schilling in the other league. They can say all they want. Oh, we want to face the best. We want a chance to... Don't buy it, you know. They'd prefer that he was missing the series.
And we talked about this the other night. I think for as great a season as Derek Lowe has had, and you'd certainly take your chances with him, if the Red Sox had a game they absolutely had to win, Pedro Martinez would be the choice to start the game, I think.
Yeah, I think so too, but I'd have no problem with either one of them, the way they pitched this season, to go out there to win that game.
And they've both been tremendous. First Red Sox teammates to win 20 in the same year since 1949. Randy Wynn takes a pitch inside. Wynn is walked and fly to left.
By the way, Wakefield now qualifies to be in the top 10 in ERA. He's pitched the 4 2/3.
Right on the button. Just outside. Tim came into the game at 2.75. which would place him 3rd in the league in ERA. Behind his 2 teammates, Martinez and Lowe. A pop-up should be playable in foul ground for Mirabelli. And that ends the inning. The Devil Rays leave another man in scoring position. And the Red Sox and D-Rays are still tied at 1.
I have always depended on the kindness of fiduciaries. I tried to be smart about financial matters and all that, but in fact, I don't think very well about such matters as too busy thinking about other stuff. The most sensible investments I've made have been made by others.
For 80 years, TIA CREF has managed money for people with other things to think about. Log on to see what we can do for you.
There's only one Light Block bottle. It protects milk's flavor and nutrition from the harmful effects of light. A lot of people ask us where we got the idea for the Light Block bottle. Actually, it came to us out of the blue. The genuine Light Block bottle. Try Hood's new vanilla milk. Rich, creamy milk that tastes like a vanilla milkshake. It's vanilla-licious.
Now during the Caravan Summer Clearance Event, get 0% financing for 60 months on Dodge Caravan, or a $3,000 cash allowance on Caravan, America's original minivan. With 0% financing for 60 months, it's never been easier to get into one. Plus, grab Dodge's 770 powertrain limited warranty. Ford, Chevy, Honda, and Toyota don't match it. Grab life in a Dodge Caravan and grab 0% financing during the Caravan Summer Clearance Event. So don't wait.
1-1 score. We head to the bottom of the 5th. As Jerry mentioned, Tim Wakefield now with enough innings to qualify among the league leaders in ERA. And he's actually dropped his ERA with the outing tonight from 2.75 down to 2.72. So it's Martinez, Lowe, and Wakefield in that order, the top 3 in the American League. The last team to finish 1-2-3. The ERA, the 1954 Cleveland Indians, one of the great pitching staffs of all time. Lou Merlone takes the ball inside. Mike Garcia led the league that year at 264. Bob Lemon at 2.72, an early win at 2.73. That's a pretty good pitching staff. You faced them. That 54 season.
Yeah, I was 2 years old. It was a miraculous story getting to the big leagues that soon. Didn't have much luck against them. They walked me a couple of times.
Strike, 1-2. Maloney called out on strikes in the second. Victor Zambrano has fanned 4 Red Sox hitters tonight. Late swinging a chopper to the right. Abernathy to Huff. Zambrano could easily be working on a shutout right now. The only run the Red Sox scored was in the second when Damian Rolls lost sight of a line drive hit by Brian Daubach in the sun. Daubach reached and wound up scoring the Red Sox run. It's a 1-1 game in the 5th. Freddie Sanchez takes a strike. He struck out swinging in the 3rd. One and one now on Sanchez. And just as the Cy Young Award balloting in the American League is likely to be very close, I think the MVP voting is going to be tight as well, Jerry. There are a number of good candidates, but lately most people seem to be centering on either Miguel Tejada of Oakland or Alex Rodriguez.
I made my decision 2 weeks ago after the big series that these guys, the Oakland Athletics, played against the Angels, and my vote there is going to go to Tejada.
Do or die play, and Escalona could not make it. Charged it and tried to backhand it while he was taking some baby steps, and it skipped by him. And it's an error charge to Escalona.
Well, yeah, that's the only chance he had to make that play. If he waits back for one more hop, Sanchez is going to beat it anyway. He just tries to go to the backhand, does not make contact with the baseball, and it goes as an error on Escalona. His 10th error of the year.
Second error charge to Tampa Bay. Both of them in tough plays. Damon hits it a long way to straightaway center. Randy Wynn edge of the winning track to make the catch. 2 outs. Freddie Sanchez back to first. I'm going to part company with you on this one. I'm going to go for A-Rod for MVP. I just think he's firing away the best player in the league. I know the valuable part of most valuable player raises the question, he's so valuable, how come they finished last? But I just think he's firing away the best player. Tejada certainly an integral part of his team, but they also have that great pitching staff. I just think if this is one of those years where perhaps the most valuable player award should go to a player on a weak team. Garcia Parra rolled it down to third. And that gets Zambrano out of the inning. 1-1 the score as you look at the friendly faces of more of our Fox 25 technical crew members.
You're watching WBGR-TV Bangor. Share the wonder.
For the very best buys on Simmons Bedding and Moosehead Furniture, visit Robinson Mattress and Appliance in downtown Dover Foxcroft. Operators of the nation's only Moosehead Furniture Factory Seconds outlet. You'll find outstanding buys on Moosehead Furniture Factory Seconds, show samples, discontinued models, and freight-damaged items, as well as a superior savings on famous Simmons Beauty Rest mattress sets. Robinson Mattress and Appliance, downtown Dover Foxcroft. Brands you can trust from people who care. Are your bills stacking up? Are you finding it hard to get a loan? Have you considered consolidating your bills to improve your credit rating?
At Mainly Mortgages, we can help.
Mainly Mortgages. When the banks say no, we're the place to go.
Tupper Brady.
1452.60 high.
Introducing Dunkin' Donuts hearty new steak, egg, and cheese sandwich. What would you do for one?
You call that a hit?
Sunday on Fox 25, a blockbuster motion picture event. It showed us a whole new world and captured our minds. Now experience it all over again. Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne star in the world broadcast premiere of The Matrix. Tomorrow night at 7:30 on Fox 25. After NFL football. Aubrey Huff takes a strike. Flips it to left. Long run for Agbayani. And the running catch made by Benny. Huff's 0 for 3. One out in the 6th inning. The Rookie of the Year race in the American League seems to be a two-man race right now between Eric Hinsky of Toronto, who leads all Major League rookies in homers, runs batted in, runs scored, and hits, and Rodrigo Lopez. I think Jerry had a stronger candidacy a couple of weeks ago. He's fallen on tough times here at the end of the year. And his record and ERA not as impressive as they were a month ago.
Yeah, I go for Hinsky Rookie of the Year and Rookie Pitcher of the Year for Lopez, and forget Nick. Nick's a Yankee.
Well, I think Hinsky's going to win.
Yeah. 3 errors since the All-Star break for Hinsky. He had 17 before the break and only 3 since the break.
Ben Grieve, the hitter. He has popped to third and fly to center. 2 balls and a strike on Grieve. 1 out, bases empty in the 6th. 3-1 now. Grieve, a former Rookie of the Year in the American League himself. Chopped over by the Red Sox dugout. The foul ball hit the area in front of those 2 new rows of seats. I'm amazed, Jerry, at how little those rows of seats factored in. I think we have both thought there'd be a lot of pop-ups that maybe in the old configuration would have been caught that weren't caught, and I can't remember that being the case more than once or twice all year.
Yeah, I've done all the games here at Fenway, Sean, and if it's happened 5 times, I would say that's a high total.
They did a beautiful job of doing that construction without it changing the look of the ballpark at all. There's nothing about that cries out new construction. And after the strikeout of Grieve, here's Toby Hall. He homered off the Coke bottles. Prior to this year, those seats were not out ahead of the dugout. The first row of seats was in line with the front edge of that Red Sox dugout.
I wouldn't be surprised as we look at it again that they would extend that maybe more around home plate. It's possible you could do it also down the lines, and of course next year there's been talk about putting seats up in the area where that baseball's going, up toward the above the left field wall.
Well, that would really be something.
Those would be great seats.
They put seats up by where the screen is.
All this area here would be seating, and that would be terrific.
The 2-2 to Hall. Wakefield dropped down a little bit, and Hall chopped it foul.
Toby Hall took Tim out of the ballpark last time, so try something different here. The sidearm knuckleball. Hall just getting a piece of it.
Hit in the air and left again. This time room for Agbayani right on the edge of the track. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Tim Wakefield. Just his second of the night. In the 6th, the Red Sox and Devil Rays are tied at 1.
Hi, Mr. Brewmaster. How do you let your consumers know that your beer is fresh?
The way the pipes go up, some they go cross and come down. The pressure goes up and across. Then parking is important. The parking.
Ask anybody what's the best time of year. Get yourself a new Toyota that time of year.
Ask someone who drives one. There's nothing better than year-end closeout values on new Toyotas. It's your final opportunity to get special 0% APR financing on Tundra with the highest overall safety rating of any full-size pickup. You could save thousands, or you could save thousands with special 0% APR on select Tacoma 4x4s. See your New England Toyota dealer before the Toyota you want is gone. Hurry, it ends September 30th.
How many reasons do you need to get into a Chrysler car or minivan? How about 0? Because now for a limited time, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on most 2002 Chrysler vehicles, which could save you up to $6,700 depending on model. Plus, to make this great offer even better, it's backed by our 770 Powertrain Limited Warranty. So get to your Chrysler dealer today, because with 0% financing and our 770 Limited Warranty, there's no reason not to. Now, get 0% financing on most 2003 models.
Oh, apparently a marriage proposal there.
Now batting for the Red Sox, number 7, the right fielder,
right field roof seats.
See, I don't see a ring. Do you see a ring? I see flowers.
Well, there's congratulations. They don't seem elated, swept up in the entire moment here.
Maybe they've only been dating for a month. Maybe that's...
Told that their names are Jay Long and Melissa Davis, and that they're friends of one of our fine cameramen, Joe Stafford.
Very special moment in anybody's life.
They seem like ho-hum. That was interesting. Okay, you know, let's go get a hot dog. We've seen those before here at the park where they cry and they hug and everybody is high-fiving them. Most people look like, okay, what do you want to do now? Go over and, play pool at Jillian's or something? Rod Nixon beginning the home half of the 6th in a 1-1 game. He's 0 for 2. And ahead of Victor Zambrano, 3 balls and a strike now. Manny Ramirez, who's 1 for 2 tonight, is on deck, and then Brian Daubach. Low ball 4, leadoff walk. Just the second walk yielded by Zambrano.
And Sean, what about manager of the year in the American League?
Interesting that you should ask. I think the logical candidates are Mike Scioscia of the Angels, Ron Gardenhire of Minnesota, and Art Howe. I think you could also make a case for Joe Torre with 101 wins.
Sure. Yeah, you just don't roll out of bed and get 101.
No. Ramirez fouls it away. Now hitting .348, an 8-point lead over Mike Sweeney in the race for the batting title. Tonight he has grounded out and doubled. I just think Scioscia, watching what he's been able to get out of that talent, I think his managing fits the talent they have beautiful. He has guys who can steal a base, hit and run, play small ball, and he knows when to do that and when to play for the big inning. I've just been very impressed by his demeanor and personality, too. Now, Ron Gardenhire winning 92 with that Twins team in his first year is pretty impressive. I think in just about any other year, he'd be the winner. But I'm going with Mike Scioscia.
I'm with you on that, too. Nobody expected very much from the Angels. They got off to a terrible start. Nobody panicked. And they're not the strongest team going into the playoffs, but a very, very good team, and I couldn't agree more as Ramirez picks up another hit.
A gapper in right center. Cut off by Wynn. They will hold Nixon. It's a double for Ramirez. And I can't imagine him not winning the batting title now, Jerry.
Now, he could walk off the field right now, and it's his. Wouldn't even have to play tomorrow. 2 doubles today for Ramirez. This is a typical Manny Ramirez swing here. Finds that gap in right center field. And into second base with the 2-base hit. So the Red Sox, with nobody out, second and third.
Another point added to his batting average. .349 now for Ramirez and a 9-point lead over Sweeney. Here's Daubach. He has singled and scored and walked. He will intentionally walk Bryan with first base open and pitch to Benny Agbayani.
But I think you're right, Sean. Scioscia managed that team perfectly. Did a lot of little things well. They moved runners along, scored tough runs. It's not the most talented pitching staff in all of baseball, but they're second in the league in ERA at 3.67. He's done a wonderful job managing that bullpen. I think Scioscia's going to win it.
I think his pitching coach, Bud Black, deserves a lot of credit. I think Bud Black will be a manager in Major League Baseball someday soon, maybe even next year, if he wants to be.
There's some talk about him going to Cleveland.
Yes.
Possibly.
Number 50, Wakefield.
So the bases are loaded. A great chance for the Red Sox to reclaim the lead. Scoreboards here at Fenway have 1 out, but there is nobody out in this inning. Ball 1 down and in on Agbayani.
Tampa Bay trying to minimize the damage with nobody out. They have the infield back for double play at second and short. They'd gladly get those 2 outs for give up 1 run right now.
Chopped slowly down the third base line. Sandberg lets it roll, and it won't go anywhere near foul ground. Nixon in. The Red Sox lead 2-1 on a bleeder off the bat of Agbayani.
Well, Benny could not have rolled that ball down the third base line any better than that. Sandberg just slightly behind the bag. He's got no play. He's got no play at home. He's got no play at first.
That's 8 runs batted in 12 games with the Red Sox. For Agbayani, and a chance for a big inning. Wendy Zell, the bullpen coach, just off the phone. They'll get action. Lance Carter will begin warming up. Here's Mirabelli, who drove in the first Red Sox run with a double to right. Last time up, he hit into a 5-4-3 double play. Ball 1 low. 2 runs on 6 hits for Boston. 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 errors for the Devil Rays. Ball just outside, 2-0. Manny Ramirez, the runner at third. Brian Daubach at second, and Benny Agbayani at first. Four men in a row have reached base to open this inning for Boston. Ball 3, no place to put Mirabelli. 3-0. The inning started with a walk. Maloney on deck. The 3-0 pitch. He has a hack at it, and a healthy one at that, and he whacks it foul into the luxury boxes deep down the left field line. Oh, instant capturing of the moment there.
All digital cameras now, too. You notice that?
How do you put those things in your scrapbook, though?
Put them on a computer. They go on a computer, then you can print them out. You print it right out there. They come out very nice.
What was wrong with the old-fashioned pictures?
I don't know. Every time you learn how to use something old, something new comes in, and, you know, like call waiting. I still can't figure that out. I hit the wrong button all the time.
Just hang up the phone, then hang it up again.
No, it's a different button. You just don't hang up
on your
the phone.
Yeah. On mine, you do. Mirabelli had the green light on 3-0. Now he takes ball 4 low. That one wasn't close. Second walk in the inning. You wonder if Zambrano's tiring. Ramirez in to make it 3-1. Jackie Brown, the pitching coach at the mound. It's the 14th time a Red Sox batter has walked with the bases loaded this season. Second time that man has been Mirabelli. Similar to the last time Zambrano faced the Red Sox. Pitched well, but wasn't getting very much support. The Red Sox wound up winning the ball game, as they did all 10 meetings between these two teams at Tropicana Field this year. 3-1, still nobody out. Sixth batter of the inning is Lou Merlone, who has struck out and grounded a second. Now McRae continues to play the infield at double play depth. Ball 1 high. Looks like Zambrano is just about out of gas. A win tonight would be the Red Sox 16th against Tampa Bay this year. Maloney hammers one foul near that same luxury box with the camera.
Here comes the camera again.
Those are 2 foul balls in a matter of a minute or two, just a couple of feet apart, 1 box over. '89 pitches for Zambrano. That could have been a balk. Bounce down to third, a broken bat. Sandberg to Abernathy on to first, not in time. An RBI from Merlone as Daubach's in to make it 4-1.
A lot of firewood right there on that force play. Here's Mirabelli going to second base to try to break up the double play. Really didn't make much contact at all. That throw was away by Abernathy before the contact. But Lou just beating that at first base.
So finally an out in the inning. And Hal McRae will let Zambrano continue with first and third. 1 out, 3 runs in, 4-1 Red Sox. Here in the 6th, and the batter Freddie Sanchez.
Could we see the squeeze, Sean?
We could. Swing and a miss. I really thought on the previous pitch, the ball hit by Merlin with a broken bat, that Zambrano just never stopped his delivery. I guess he gets credit for stopping at the top of his delivery, but not for very long. A little hanger over the inside part of the plate. Sanchez was trying to pull the trigger but could not. 0-2 on Freddie. He struck him out. 5 strikeouts for Zambrano. Second time Sanchez is fanned. He's 0 for 3.
Number 18, the center fielder, Johnny Damon.
Here comes Hal McRae. Heading toward the home plate umpire, Tim Cheetah. What do you suppose this is about?
At first, when you see him come out, you think he might be going out to talk about a possible injury for his pitcher, but that's not the case here.
I wonder if he thinks there's 3 outs in the inning. Yeah, that's what he's saying. There are 3 outs. See, I think he's confused because the scoreboard was wrong. The scoreboard had 1 out for quite a while early in the inning. Actually, when we mentioned there was nobody out, I think somebody in the control room was probably listening and told the scoreboard operators, because they took the out off very shortly thereafter. But I think Hal thought that should have been the 3rd out of the inning.
Yeah, they had 1 out on the board after the double by Ramirez.
Yeah. The umpires have it right. There have been 2 outs made in this inning. Here's Damon. Sending it to left, right at Crawford, a few steps toward the line. The Red Sox sent 8 men to the plate in the 6th inning, and they scored 3 times. After 6, Tim Wakefield and the Red Sox lead 4-1.
You're watching WBGR-TV Bangor. Share the wonder.
They've got the sharpest pencil in town.
Webb's RV Bangor can get you rolling and keep you rolling with the best RV deals in the entire Northeast. A huge selection, plus parts, service, and price. It's all at Webb's RV Bangor.
They've got the sharpest, I say the sharpest. They've got the sharpest pencil in town.
Coffee pot's always on, neighbor, so come on down.
Kubota's powerful M110 and M120 mid-size tractors are loaded with big tractor features like a 16-bit microprocessor for smooth hydraulic clutch operation. You can turn on a dime with our exclusive bi-speed turn, and with a 5-cylinder turbocharged direct-injected diesel engine, this tractor will perform any task. You get the big tractor features without the big tractor price. Experience the Kubota M110 and M120 mid-size tractor at Doors Equipment, Outer Hammett Street, Bangor. The name you trust for outdoor equipment, Doors Equipment.
Eastern Log Homes has been manufacturing quality homes for almost 30 years. Located in Kenduskeag, our knowledgeable representatives work directly with you to design your log home exactly the way you want it to be. Crafted in our state-of-the-art manufacturing facility, Northeastern Log Homes have warmth, comfort, and natural beauty. Want to learn more? Give us a call at 1-800-624-2797.
Northeastern Log Homes, building your dreams from our experience.
The roof lights up, signaling a $100 donation to be divided among 13 New England children's hospitals. And Wakefield pitching with the lead again after a 3-run Red Sox sixth. His first pitch of the 7th, a strike to Jared Sandberg. Sandberg has bounced to third. He walked and stole the base in the 4th. Bottom third of the order, Sandberg, Brent Abernathy, and Felix Escalona coming up. With Wakefield's outing toward end right now, with no more innings pitched or runs scored, Barry Zito tomorrow would have to pitch 7 shutout innings to move past him in the ERA race in the American League. So the Red Sox have a great chance of finishing 1-2-3 in ERA, and Wakefield make it that much harder, if not impossible, on Zito if he can continue to mow down the Devil Rays.
Zito may not go 7 innings tomorrow. They may be just a tune-up, right?
Yeah, they don't want him to rest too much because apparently he's not very good in those situations, and he's going to be their 3rd starter in the playoffs. And he's going to get some work tomorrow in their ball game against Texas. Bob Howry warming up in the Boston bullpen. The 3-2 to Sandberg. Fastball hit hard, high and deep in left center. And about halfway up the wall, Damon fires it back in. Sandberg has a double.
Only 4 hits today now for the Devil Rays, but 3 have been doubles and 1 a home run. A home run, of course, by Toby Hall, the catcher.
They have not had a single in the game. All of the hits for extra bases.
I'll tell you, John, you can't put a thing past you.
I tell you, it might be late in the season, Jerry, but I am still in full focus.
Completely focused for this one.
Here's Brent Abernathy, who has grounded out and struck out. Strike 1. And 2. This is Wakefield's 15th start of the year. His 45th appearance. In the 14 starts prior to tonight, the Red Sox record is 11-3. Down the first base line, a fair ball. Abernathy holds at first as Nixon fires it back in. Sandberg across the plate to make it 4-2. Waiting Little on his way out of the dugout, perhaps on his way to make a pitching change. He will. You mentioned the record of 11-3 for the Red Sox in the Wakefield starts prior to tonight. And in 2 of the 3 losses, Jerry, Wake gave up just 1 earned run. And the Red Sox did not win the game. He has had a tremendous season, and he is saluted by the Fenway fans as he walks off this field for the last time in 2002. Bob Howry, the new pitcher, when we come back to Fenway Park.
We're the only brewer that actually tells the consumer exactly when our beer was made. What has always made Budweiser special is our commitment to quality and our dedication to freshness. You can see how fresh the Budweiser is by looking at the label, looking at the born on date. It's very, very important that that beer gets to you in its freshest form. A beer to be enjoyed with friends from start to finish.
What do you call a room where everyone loves to gather, where a color brightens your entire day? Benjamin Moore calls it mellow yellow. I call it inspired. To make it all come together, I went to my Benjamin Moore dealer for the best paint and the best advice. They've got the color preview studio display to find the perfect color, premium Benjamin Moore paint, and answers to all my questions. Now I have the quality I need and the color I want. What do you call that? I call it confidence.
Benjamin Moore. We make it simple, you make it beautiful.
Savings on all the remaining 2002 Civics are truly remarkable. Get yours before they all vanish. Now you can get low 1.9% APR financing on the 2002 Honda Civic.
Red Sox 4, Devil Rays 2, but Tampa Bay has the tying run coming to the plate here in the 7th. Tim Wakefield out, Bob Howry in. The call to the bullpen brought to you by Nextel Direct Connect. Get right through. Call 1-800-NEXTEL-9.
Bobby Howry making his 67th appearance, his 20th in a Red Sox uniform. Pitched an inning last night against Tampa Bay. Rest of the numbers for Howry on the season. Missed about 12 days with some tendonitis in his right shoulder, but making his 3rd appearance since bouncing back from that minor problem.
Easy for you to say it wasn't your elbow. Look out right in the backside for Escalona. He's been hit at least 3 times this year by Red Sox pitchers, because you'll recall that Derek Lowe hit him twice in the same game and got ejected the last time the Red Sox were down in St. Petersburg.
And every time, that's the last thing they want to do, hit that number 9 here in the lineup and put another base runner on. Alan Embry, the lefty, loosening up. So let's see if McRae goes to the bunt here with nobody out. Try to push a couple of men in the scoring position.
I would think that he might. Merlone on the edge of the grass at 3rd. Damian rolls the batter. He does turn to bunt. Bunts it back toward the mound. Howry will go to 1st. To Sanchez covering. It's a sacrifice. 1-4 the play on rolls, but now the tying run is in scoring position with Abernathy at 3rd and Escalona at 2nd.
Nice job done by the leadoff hitter. Not a great bunt back toward the mound, but certainly soft enough where the only play Howry had was the first base.
Tying run in scoring position. Go ahead run at the plate. Carl Crawford is grounded to 2nd, been hit by a pitch and doubled down the left field line. One strike on Crawford. And a ball just inside. It'll be interesting to see who the members of the bullpen are next season. Certainly that's an area that needs improving and strengthening. And some contracts coming to an end, including Urbina and Embry, who for the most part have been very solid this year.
Now, if what we read is correct, the Red Sox are already trying to get Embry signed to a deal. Certainly Howry will be back. And I think the rest of it's up to the air. I mean, Urbina is being a free agent. Who knows what that will command on the open market.
Howry's 1-2 to Crawford. Hit on the ground to 2nd. Sanchez will go to 1st for the out. Another run in for the Devil Rays as Abernathy scores from 3rd. It's 4-3, and Escalona is now at 3rd base. So that'll be the last run charged to Wakefield. He pitched 6+ innings and allowed 3 earned runs. His ERA 2.7, or rather 2.81. as a result of that run scoring. So it went up a little bit tonight from 275 to 281. And that moves him behind Barry Zito into 4th in the American League in ERA. Zito at 2.78.
That's the worst he's going to finish, is 4th. Hudson does not get another start.
One and 0 on Randy Wynn. 1-1 on Wynn. Still looking for his first hit of the series and still looking for that hit that will get him into a tie for their single season club record in hits with Quentin McCracken, 179 hits. Randy's stuck on 178. In the air and right, deep, twisting toward the pole and gone. And the Devil Rays take the lead 5-4. Randy Wynn ties Quentin McCracken for the Devil Rays club record for hits in a season, and he does it with a go-ahead home run. His 13th homer of the year. The Devil Rays have their first lead of the night.
Pitch is down and in on Randy Wynn. Let's take a look. Is it a slider? Yes, a slider down and in. And Wynn way back in that right field area. That's 7 or 8 to 10 rows back.
So those 2 runs are charged to Howry, and now a well-hit ball to the opposite field by Aubrey Huff. Agbayani drops the ball. Got there to make the play. It hit him in the glove and fell to the ground. The throw got by Garcia Parra, but it was tracked down by Sanchez close to the mound. That's a tough play in left field of this ballpark. When you move into that corner, the wind really tends to have an effect, but that's a ball Benny should have caught.
That looks like it's going to bounce right off the heel of his glove. He gets to the baseball, but never got the ball in the pocket of the glove.
You're right about that wind in that corner. That area right there is very difficult to play depending on which way the wind is blowing. And today, blowing hard out toward, wow, that was that was close to being a strike on a intentional walk here. Today, blowing out toward the bullpen, so that's going to push that ball back into the field of play.
First error at the major league level for Agbayani this year. Made 6 last year with the Mets. They intentionally walked Ben Grieve. They'll pitch to Toby Hall, who all of a sudden is the 9th batter of the inning. And this is a major uprising for the Devil Rays. A team that really struggles to score runs.
Number 44, the catcher, Toby Hall.
Only Detroit has scored fewer runs than the Devil Rays in the American League this year. So here's Hall. He homered off the Coke bottles in the 4th inning. And he turns on one and rips it toward the left field corner. Fair ball off the wall on a hop. On to score Huff on a double by Hall. Howry pitching on back-to-back nights, ineffective, and hearing some boos from the gathering here at Fenway Park.
Now this has got to be the largest inning the Tampa Bay's had against the Red Sox this season.
That's one thing we've noticed, Sean, on back-to-back days, both Howry and Embry don't seem to be quite as effective on that second day.
And clearly he's not effective tonight, but Grady Little is letting him continue. Sandberg takes the ball low.
They've switched in the bullpen. Embry has sat down, and Wayne Gomes is now loosening up.
Sandberg doubled leading off the inning. He scored the first of the 5 runs that crossed the plate in this frame. 92-mile-per-hour fastball outside. There's Gomes. 2-0 on Sandberg. Ball 3. Let's pause for station identification on the Fox 25 Red Sox television network. Pitch. He had the green light, a swing and a miss. If you're going to, in your little private intercom to the truck, say very funny things, would you say them softly enough so that I do not hear them while I'm trying to focus on a pivotal part of the game right here?
I didn't say anything funny. I was trying to get a replay
I heard every
call.
word you said. You little chopper over the mound. Sanchez on the move. Dahlbach can't come up with a throw. Sanchez didn't get a lot on it. It's a hit. Reeves scores. And everything going the Devil Rays' way. A phrase that has been uttered about 4 times in the history of their club.
Number 3, the second baseman.
Base hit this time for Sandberg. Got a little bouncer up over the mound. A nice effort by Sanchez, but again, that's a play right there that's going to have to be worked on. That's you know, you don't normally make that as a shortstop, going in toward the pitcher's mound and throwing across the body.
I thought once he got there, he's going to make the play, but he didn't have a lot on the throw. Dahlbach couldn't rescue him. So 2 hits in the inning for Sandberg. Here's the 11th batter of the inning, Abernathy, who takes the strike. He singled and scored earlier in this inning. He's 1 for 3. 7-4 Devil Rays. A 6-run 7th. Howry, the pitcher of record. Wakefield again tonight pitched well enough to win, but he will not earn his 12th win tonight. Little grass cutter, and it will be a hit. Nothing Sanchez could do. Another run in. Hall scores from third.
Well, this for the Devil Rays, a little bit of payback from what they've gone through all season long playing the Boston Red Sox, and they have to be enjoying every single bit of this inning.
And Howry hasn't been great, but certainly he's had some bad luck too. Huff's ball was dropped by Agbayani. The Hall hit was the Sandberg hit was a chopper over the mound. That ball by Abernathy, a worm killer. Escalona takes the ball outside. I'm just surprised where Howry pitched last night. He's pitched quite a bit already in this inning. It's already 7-4. I'm surprised he's still in there.
Gomes is ready too. I mean, he's made his warm-up throws and putting the jacket on. This will be the final inning of the season for Howry, obviously.
As you mentioned, he's had problems, tendonitis. Gomes appears ready, pending some last-minute adjustments. The 1-1 pitch, blowing away. Well, I wonder if they told him he's not going to pitch, he put his jacket back on.
Looks like somebody else knows.
That's Willie Banks. No, it's Gomes.
It's Gomes again.
Gomes again, yeah. Line to left. And caught by Agbayani, and mercifully the inning comes to an end, but they sent 12 men to the plate. Scored 7 times. 8-4 Devil Rays at the 7th inning stretch.
Important stories.
There is outrage tonight after another deadly shooting.
A mother caught on videotape beating her daughter will turn herself in.
Big events.
Thousands of people were walking for a cure.
Teachers in Saugus say they're tired of working without a contract.
Serious weather.
This is a very dangerous storm.
Powerful investigations.
Can passengers feel safe flying out of Logan Airport?
Another major development in America's war on terrorism.
Every night, news you need to know. Every night, Fox 25 News at 10.
Freedom should be accessible to everyone. That's why we're giving you 0% financing on every new Jeep vehicle. That's 100% of our entire 2002 and 2003 Jeep lineup. And to make these deals even better, you get the peace of mind of our 7-year or 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. But hurry, because while freedom lasts forever, 0% financing won't. Check one out today.
See all the inspired new models at the Audi 2003 Premier. It's a great time to buy an Audi.
Well, this is on tape moments ago after he came off the mound. Bob Howry, usually very placid, not the least bit pleased with the way that inning unfolded, understandably so. A 7-run inning. 3 of the runs that will be charged to Howry are unearned as a result of the Agbayani error. 2 of the runs charged to Howry were earned. He gave up 5 runs, 2 earned in 1 inning. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. The Red Sox now in comeback mode, and the new pitcher is Lance Carter, and boy, are those numbers impressive since he came up from the minors.
8th appearance. He was named the Devil Rays Minor League Pitcher of the Year at AAA Durham. This guy has gone 2 Tommy John surgeries, 1 in '96 and 1 in the year 2000.
Well, he keeps pitching like this, send him back for another one. Garcia Parra 0 for 3, takes the ball outside. Nomar's 0 for 3. Carter at the major league level this year has pitched 17 in the 3rd innings and has given up 1 run. Two and 0 on Garcia Parra. Nixon and Ramirez to follow. Popped up, shallow right. Rolls the catch. The scoreboard is brought to you by your friendly New England Dodge dealers. One score we can tell you about right now. The Angels defeated the Mariners 8-4. That's win number 98 of the season for Anaheim. Here's Nixon taking a ball low. Trot 0 for 2. He walked and scored last inning. The Red Sox scored 3 runs in the 6th to take a 4-1 lead, but Tampa Bay came up with 7 in the 7th. Nixon pops it up. Escalona in shallow left. In that Anaheim victory, Mickey Callaway was the winner. Ryan Franklin the loser. Brad Fulmer had a 2-run triple. The Twins beat the White Sox 3-2 today. LaTroy Hawkins the winner. He's 6-0. Eddie Guardado, his 45th save. They spoiled Mark Burley's bid to win his 20th. He's 19-12. Bobby Kelty had a 2-run homer. That was the margin of victory in the 8th inning. Indians over the Royals 6-5. Mike Sweeney 0 for 4, now hitting .340. Manny Ramirez with his 2 doubles and 3 times up tonight, now hitting .349. Blue Jays hammered the Tigers 10-2. Eric Hinsky and Carlos Delgado had home runs. Yankees and Orioles just underway in the first. David Wells and Travis Driscoll. The Lays are being foul. And a snow cone catch by that fan. And the Athletics and the Rangers. Of course, the Athletics and Yankees battling for the best record in the American League in the home field. Lilly against Kozlowski in about an hour in Arlington. Over the National League, the Cardinals beat the Brewers 3-1. Chuck Finley's been a nice pickup for them. Another win. Scott Roldan a 2-run homer. It's career victory number 200 for Chuck Finley. Cubs got 2 in the bottom of the 9th to beat the Pirates 5-4. Brian Giles hit another homer for Pittsburgh, his 38th. Rockies got 5 runs in the 8th, but they still trail the Diamondbacks 14-8. Gabe Kapler and Todd Zeile have homered. Finley and Williams have homered for the Diamondbacks. A ball to Manning. Dodgers 12, Padres 2. Dodgers clinging to very faint playoff hopes, 2.5 back to San Francisco in the wild card race. Astros and Giants. Giants lead 5-2. Jeff Bagwell is 31st homer, and Barry Bonds has hit his 46th. Ramirez called out, this time no argument. And Carter says this major league pitching stuff is easy. 18 in the 3rd innings this year at the major league level for Carter, just 1 run allowed. 8-4 Devil Rays after 7.
And the winning all-time, all-natural Boston Red Sox moment is Carlton Fisk. Game-winning home run in game
Chocolate cookie. Hey, Bobby. Chocolate. I don't. Well, I would rent a car for 2 weeks. Yeah.
Why not get right to the good part? Like Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards. Forget counting miles. Fly just 4 round trips and get 1 free by receiving double credit when you book at southwest.com.
You are now free to move about the country.
Ask anybody what's the best time of year. Get yourself a new Toyota, well, that time is here.
Ask someone who drives one. There's nothing better than year-end closeout values on new Toyotas. It's your final opportunity to get special 0% APR financing on most Camry Solaris. You could save thousands. It's your last chance to lease a Camry LE for only $239 a month for 48 months with just $15.99 due at signing. See your New England Toyota dealer before the Toyota you want is gone. Hurry. It ends September 30th.
Lassie, Timmy's trapped in the burning barn. You gotta save him, girl. Come on, girl.
Lassie, Timmy's been snatched up by a twister. Save him, girl. Timmy got caught in a combine.
Kidnapped by circus folks.
Stampede.
Lassie.
Decide to change your life for the better with VerizonSuperPages.com.
Lassie, finish your caviar.
Superpages.com. Better pages for better decisions. Verizon.
Pitching line brought to you by Lowe's, improving home improvement. Certainly didn't finish up as Tim Wakefield had hoped. He had allowed just 1 run through 6 innings, but gave up a couple in the 7th. Finished the night with 6 innings plus 2 batters in the 7th. 5 hits and 3 earned runs allowed, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. He'll finish the year with a 2.81 ERA. The very worst, he'll finish 4th in the league in ERA. New pitcher for the Red Sox in the 8th, facing the top of the order, Wayne Gomes, 3rd Boston pitcher of the night after 6 from Wakefield and 1 arduous inning from Bob Howry.
20th appearance for Gomes, the record of 1-2, 14 strikeouts in 19 in the 3rd innings.
Lined up the middle, past Gomes, past Sanchez. Look at Sanchez hustle all the way out in the center before yielding to Damon. So Rolls has a hit. Let's give you the rest of the schedule. Reds and Expos. That starts in about 20 minutes. Vladimir Guerrero trying to join the 40-40 club. He has 39 homers and 40 stolen bases. The Phillies and the Marlins. Duckworth against Wayne. They're underway. And the Braves and the Mets. The runner goes on the first pitch again. The throw. Not in time. The throws from Mirabelli tonight have tailed a little bit toward the right field side of the bag. Garciaparra tried to field that one and reach back behind him to apply the tag on Rolls. It didn't work.
Yeah, because of that, Nomar had to come out in front of the bag, and even if he did tag him, that hand would be on the bag before the tag.
Second stolen base of the year for Rolls. He's been thrown out 5 times. 2-1 now on Carl Crawford. Our scores have been compiled all season long by Liz Hassan. Chopped down the line. That's a fair ball. Daubach wins the race to the base for the out. Rolls on to third.
Yeah, she's done a terrific job.
Fantastic job on the scores. And she is a terrific athlete. Our friend Debbie Robleski brought me a newsletter from Boston College. Liz is a sophomore at BC. Last year placed 4th in the Big East Outdoor Championships in the heptathlon. And there's Elizabeth. Set the school record at Boston College in the heptathlon, 4,573 points. Placed herself on 4 different all-time BC lists in just her first year of collegiate competition last season. Ran an 8.39 in the 55-meter hurdles, BC's 4th best all-time time. Base hit for win, past Garcia Parra.
Well, that is the record now for Randy Wynn. That is the most hits in a single season in franchise history. That's right.
Doesn't have to share it with McCracken. He's going to get the ball. 180 hits now in this season. And another RBI. He had a 2-run homer to tie McCracken's record last inning. And now as an RBI single that brings in rolls. And the Devil Rays are pulling away, leading 9-4. But I knew just how fast Liz was when we started to do those scores, and she was still in the other room compiling them. And she came flying in here. I bet if we had the stopwatch, she would have broken one of her own BC records.
Now, we know that's a very, very important part of your broadcast, those scores. You love to do the scores, and she has put that together all season flawlessly.
You know why I enjoy the scores so much?
You don't have to listen to me for anything.
Exactly right. Like a chance to give you the Heisman, block you right out of the whole telecast. Pull a Vin Scully. Don't need a color man, just keep on going. Bob Howry pitched an inning, allowed 5 runs, 2 earned on 4 hits. He hit a batter, walked a man intentionally, and gave up a home run. High chopper foul off the bat of Huff. One and 2 on Aubrey Huff. 1 out, win at first, being held by Daubach. Huff 0 for 4 reached on the drop fly ball by the left fielder Agbayani last inning. That was a key play. Nine runs on 11 hits and 2 errors for Tampa Bay. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. Huff strikes out, the first for Gomes.
Red Sox have kept Huff quiet in this series. 0 for 4 last night, 0 for 5 in the ball game today. He's been one of their better hitters all season long. A changeup that time for the strikeout.
Two down, win still at first. 8th inning, 9-4 Devil Rays. Slicer foul off the bat of Ben Grieve. 0 for 3. He was intentionally walked last inning. A move that did not pay off as he came around to score. Chopped to short to Garcia Parra. On the Daubach to end the inning. 1 run in the 8th for the Devil Rays. This is the Fox 25 Red Sox Television Network. Here's Bob Ward at the Fox 25 News Desk.
It's almost over. The Ford authorized clearance. Now get 0% financing for up to 60 months. That's 0% of the vehicles that will rock your world. Like Ford Explorer, the #1 selling SUV on the planet. F-150, the #1 selling truck for 25 straight years. Focus, one of car and driver's America's 10 best. And Taurus with the government's highest safety rating. 0% Ford authorized clearance ends September 30th.
Hey, Tom.
Hey. How's it going? What's up with Brady?
1452.60 high.
Introducing Dunkin' Donuts' hearty new steak, egg, and cheese sandwich. What would you do for one?
You call that a hit?
Boston Red Sox baseball on Fox 25 is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, bringing people together with low fares, and by your local Lincoln Mercury dealers. Bottom of the 8th. Vince Namoli senses Tampa Bay's third victory of the year against the Red Sox. Was that Mrs. Namoli?
I believe it is.
Because I believe
twins.
she has, and they're always together, so I never know which one is Mrs. Namoli and which one is the twin sister. And you don't want to say, "How are you tonight, Mrs. Namoli?" if you're not addressing Mrs. Namoli.
They were here the night of the Ted Williams
yes, they
ceremony that they had.
Daubach pops it up. He only makes it very hard, too. I think, intentionally, Jerry, I would assume it's not by coincidence, based on the number of times that I have seen it happen. They dress alike.
Well, twins normally do that, don't they?
I don't think when you're beyond a certain age, that I think they have moved beyond. Very gracefully, obviously, but... And they have the same outfit on.
They're always together, too.
They always dress the same.
Yeah, we see them in Tampa Bay all the time and leave the ballpark together down there.
Agbayani sends one out of play to the right. And he's 1 for 3, an infield hit for an RBI in the 6th inning. I wonder if Vince has ever gotten confused. The 1-1 pitch.
They must enjoy the trip here in New York. It seems like every time Tampa Bay comes to Boston, Vince is here. And
to short, Escalona. 2 outs. 5 in a row retired by Lance Carter.
Number 28, the catcher, Doug Mirabelli.
Gee, I remember if somebody walks up and he goes to introduce them, if sometimes he says, "This is my wife."
I can already tell the difference, Sean.
You can?
Yeah, and it's only...
Right, which one's Mrs. Namoli?
The one right next to him. Well, I mean, I don't know which one's Mrs. Namoli, but I mean, I can tell the difference between them. I mean, we haven't even been looking at them that long, so...
All right, what are the differentiating features?
Let's not get into that. I mean...
I want to know, so I know after the game if I run into them. But then we still don't know which one for sure is Mrs. Namoli, only that you can tell the two of them apart.
Well, the hairstyle's a little bit different, obviously.
Yeah, real different. I see what you mean.
It is amazing, though, isn't it?
It is. 1-2 on Mirabelli.
They smile differently, see? One's smiling, one's not.
I think we can tell the difference.
You can.
Big swing and a miss by Mirabelli. 6 in a row retired by Carter. The mystery continues. We go to the 9th. 9-4. Tampa Bay more than doubled up the Red Sox tonight.
Come on, hon, just tell me what soaps you want. This isn't really my kind of place.
Dad, I told you, lilac.
Lilac? Just use the stuff I got at the hotel.
Dad. That's Nextel, right?
Yes.
And the chamomile, too, and honeysuckle.
How about just some soap-scented soap?
That cell phone with the walkie-talkie, right?
Yeah.
So cool.
You should do their commercials.
Commercials? I want to be a serious actress.
The 2003 Saab 9.5 with ESP, traction control, and the addictive power of turbo. Right now, lease a Saab 9.5 linear sedan as low as $379 a month for 48 months. For details, see your Saab dealer.
There's only one Light Block bottle. It protects milk's flavor and nutrition from the harmful effects of light. A lot of people ask us where we got the idea for the Light Block bottle. Actually, it came to us out of the blue. The genuine Light Block bottle. Try Hood's new vanilla milk. Rich, creamy milk that tastes like a vanilla milkshake. It's vanilla-licious.
Boston Red Sox baseball on Fox 25 is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. Stop by today and try Dunkin' Donuts' delicious hearty new steak, egg, and cheese sandwich. Or at least half of it. It's been quite an ending to our 3-year run on Fox 25, hasn't it?
Well, the great thing about this is in one more inning, I'm half unemployed. And after tomorrow's game, I'll be fully unemployed.
Terry farewell tomorrow as well on Nesson. But they're not going anywhere. That's one of a lot of the games next year.
Yeah.
About 125 or so, apparently. Toby Hall took ball 1. And a strike. He has homered and doubled, driven in a run with each of those hits, and has scored twice. Of course, Fox 25 will have some Major League Baseball in next year because they will be carrying the Fox National.
That's right.
Telecasts. In shallow left, Agbayani. Now that you've eaten half of your hearty new steak, egg, and cheese sandwich, here's the Dunkin' Donuts game summary. That big inning, the 7-run 7th for Tampa Bay. Tim Wakefield pitched well enough to win. He will not be involved in the decision. Manny Ramirez with a pretty firm grip on the batting title now, leading Mike Sweeney by 9 points. Mirabelli's driven in 2 for the Red Sox. Sandberg up the middle. He's had a good night. He's on base for the 4th time. 3 hits, a walk, a stolen base, an RBI, and a run scored for Jared Sandberg. 2 singles and a double. Nothing gets you going like the smooth, mellow taste of Dunkin' Donuts
The
coffee.
second baseman, Brent Abernathy.
We thank them for bringing us food in the booth and coffee all year long. Benny Omid last night.
Got a nice little gift bag take. Did you see that?
Coffee mug.
Yeah, it was nice.
Bag of that coffee you can take home. And
the thing Qua uses up here too, where you keep the coffee in, stays warm. That container there, kind of glass container.
Thermos? I don't know.
Yeah, something like that, but it's fancier than a thermos. Qua has one up here every once in a while for his cappuccino, you know.
I feel like I'm on the $10,000 pyramid. I'm just not getting your.
Well, you must have got one.
I did.
It was in your bag. It's like
I didn't look at that thing though.
It's almost like something you would put a plant in, except it's completely covered, and it keeps coffee warm. You can see right through it. It's glass. It's, like glass. It's a thing.
It's
one of those things.
Coffee, combination coffee, and planter thing. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, then look in your bag.
I will. I'm sorry.
I'm sure you didn't.
I've only had it at home for a few hours. I was busy today.
When you get gifts, I mean, you look at the gifts, don't you? It's like, you know, you don't.
I saw it was a mug. That thing you described was in a box. Would have required additional effort to open the box.
Well, open it when you get home.
There's no urgency. I wasn't sitting at home today chugging down coffee all day out of a planter. Foul ball, 1-2. Gomes in his second inning of relief. He has no idea what Jerry's talking about either.
It's a coffee thing.
There's no such thing as something that you can drink coffee out of and put a plant in.
No, you don't drink the coffee out of it. You put the coffee in, and somehow then it, you know, you take it from there into the cup.
Daubach makes the play unassisted. Down to second goes Sandberg with 2 outs. Now I'm going to race home and check it out, just so I can figure out what it is you are talking about.
Yeah, you'll see as soon as.
Can I come on the Nesson telecast for a little while tomorrow, just to explain to people what it is?
I don't know. I don't know. You'll have to.
Here's Escalona. Red Sox in the bottom of the ninth have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up. Merlone, Freddie Sanchez, and Damon. Escalona has doubled, flied out, been hit by a pitch, and he scored, and flied to left. Hits it to right. Nixon there. That ends the inning. The Devil Rays strand a runner. They've left 9. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Tampa Bay 9 and Boston 4.
You truly are my true love. Our love shines like a beacon. It's perfect.
I will own a Jaguar. I will own a Jag.
A Jaguar.
I will know the joys of all-wheel drive. Standard.
I will own a Jaguar. I will.
I will.
Speed-sensitive steering. Standard.
Complimentary scheduled maintenance.
Standard.
This Jaguar's mine.
I will own a Jaguar.
For exceptional values on the X-Type, visit your local Jaguar retailer today.
Michael, you stay and we go to Venice,
I can't. I have a dog.
Stop.
Is he kidding? You know, I think his friend Steve back in the U.S. could help him out here.
Go!
Steve.
Yeah?
It's about Max. Can you watch him an extra week?
Introducing World Class from T-Mobile. Now use your phone worldwide. Get more.
Boston Red Sox baseball on Fox 25 has been brought to you by Southwest Airlines, bringing people together with low fares. By your New England Ford dealers. For the best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the planet, visit your local New England Ford dealers. By Budweiser, who salutes America's designated drivers. We all make a difference. By your friendly New England Dodge dealers. Grab life by the horns, go Dodge. By H.B. Hood, proud sponsor of the Hood Home Team Advantage charity program. And by your New England Toyota dealer. What makes Toyota the best value? Ask someone who drives one. Long fly ball foul from Lou Merlone. 1 strike on the first batter of the bottom of the ninth. The Red Sox need 5 to tie and 6 to win. Lance Carter's pitched 2 perfect innings of relief. Merlone hits it high and deep to left again. This one in fair territory and off the top of the wall. It's a double for Lou Merlone. His first hit of the night. He's 1 for 4. 7th hit for Boston. The first by Merlone and the first against Carter.
Well, the first swing must have tired Lou out a little bit. That was certainly deep enough for the home run, but foul. Now he tries it again, this time in fair territory and right off the top of the wall for the leadoff double. Maloney with an RBI in the ball game today, and now the double to lead off the ninth inning.
Freddie Sanchez pulled it foul wide of third. He's 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts, and he reached on an error by the shortstop Escalona, who could not come up with his chopper in the 5th. With Ray Sanchez has his contract up at the end of the year. Be interesting to see what happens with him. Questions about whether Freddie Sanchez is ready to be a regular player in the major leagues. He's just 23 years old. Hits that one a long way. And it's caught by Randy Wynn. Maloney back to tag, but down by 5. He's not going to take that chance. 1 out.
Again, that wind blowing that ball back towards center field, and that gave Randy Wynn a chance to make the play. Called off Crawford. Crawford peeled off. Center fielder has priority on that fly ball.
One out. Here's Johnny Damon. Ball 1 just low. Johnny singled in the 3rd inning, 1 for 4. Sends that slicing toward the seats and left. The attendance tonight, 32,623. It's a sellout. There were some no-shows tonight, as you might expect, but a very good crowd. The 61st sellout at home for the Red Sox in 80 home dates. Inside. Two balls and a strike on Damon with Garcia Parra on deck. Two and two. There's Nomar, who's hitless tonight, 0 for 4. Hit to center, another pretty well hit ball, but room for Wynn, and the Red Sox are down to their last out. Now Nomar, he is grounded to short, fly to right, bounce to third, and fly to right again, hitting .307. Deep to left, heading for the Coke bottles, a home run. A 2-run homer for Nomar to make it 9-6 for Garcia Parra's 24th home run, and now 120 runs batted in. At least for the moment, that moves him ahead of Jason Giambi in the 5th in the American League in runs batted in.
We got that hanging slider, and Nomar did not miss it. Up against the Coke bottles, off the Coke bottle for the 2-run homer.
It's 2 off the bottles tonight. Toby Hall's homer earlier for Tampa Bay struck the Coke bottles. So it's 9-6, but the Red Sox are still down to their final out here. They're now down to their last strike after a swing and miss by Nixon. Trotz 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. In the dirt. Nixon hits it slowly down to first. Huff beats Nixon to the bag, and that ends the ball game. Third win of the season for the Devil Rays against the Red Sox. They're now 3-15 against Boston. Final score 9-6. The totals in a moment.
Freedom should be accessible to everyone. That's why we're giving you 0% financing on every new Jeep vehicle. That's 100% of our entire 2002 and 2003 Jeep lineup. And to make these deals even better, you get the peace of mind of our 7-year or 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. But hurry, because while freedom lasts forever, 0% financing won't. Check one out today.
Introducing Minutes Without Limits, only from AT&T Wireless. Finally, you can call all you want.
Yes, tomorrow, be there.
When you want.
I'll see you Friday night.
To where you want, anywhere across the U.S.
Bill, it's me.
Minutes Without Limits. Unlimited anytime minutes, no long distance or roaming charges, all for $99.99 a month.
Okay, who's got my phone?
Minutes Without Limits. That's them life. Hurry in or call and check out the new Nokia phones.
Play of the game is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. It's Manny Ramirez, second hit of the day, a double back in the 6th inning. Manny today raises his average to 349. Mike Sweeney now at 340. So Manny with a very comfortable lead with just one game left in the season. For the best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs in the planet, visit your local New England Ford dealer or log on to newenglandford.com.
The totals for tonight's game for Tampa Bay: 9 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors, and 9 men left on base. For Boston, 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and 6 men left. The winning pitcher, Victor Zambrano, he's 8-8. Lance Carter pitched the last 3 innings to pick up his 2nd save, and Bob Howery took the loss in relief. 3-5 overall, 1-3 this season as a member of the Red Sox. Homers in the game for Toby Hall, Randy Wynn, and Nomar Garcia-Parra. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes before 32,623. And as we've mentioned several times tonight, this is our final telecast, ending the 3 years of Red Sox baseball on Fox 25. And Jerry, you and I have bounced around with the Red Sox telecasts on a number of different outlets, and at all of them we've been treated very well. But you couldn't give the folks at Fox 25 any higher marks. They put their heart and souls into this at every level of the station. From Greg Kelly, our great general manager, all the way down. And it's been a joy for the two of us.
It really has. You know, in the 3 years, we've gotten to know a lot of people over there at Fox 25 who are very, very nice people. And we have the pleasure of working with Russ and John and Dave every day. And it certainly makes it a lot of fun to come to the ballpark. They do a terrific job. And, you know, hey, we'll move on. And I'm sure things will continue and continue to bring you Red Sox baseball next year some way, some form.
Well, I hope so. No matter what the future brings, my friend, it's always a pleasure being with you. You are the best. The final score for the final time this season: Tampa Bay 9 and Boston 6. This is the Fox 25 Red Sox television network. And everybody at Fox 25 would like to thank Red Sox fans throughout New England for their support of Red Sox baseball on our network throughout the last 3 seasons. It has been the pleasure of everybody involved with our telecast to bring you Red Sox baseball. Now for the final time, for Jerry Remy, Sean McDonough saying so long from Fenway Park. This has been a presentation of Fox 25 Sports.